Welcome back. This is Chosen Architect, and today, as you can see, we're going to be getting ourselves some flight with ViesCraft. So I hope you guys are ready. So starting right off, I want to get an attunement altar set up. As you can see, I went ahead and built that attunement altar. It is a 19 by 19, I do believe. I think that's what the book says, right? 19 by 19. But if you think about it, 19 from this corner to that corner. So really you want to chop two of those numbers off and then it becomes 17 by 17. So build yourself a 17 by 17 marble arch square, then fill that in with sooty marble and then build the little marble arches on the outside and then place your pillars. And these are 3 tall on the pillar and 1 block here and 1 block here. It's pretty simple. There actually doesn't even need to be a block underneath it, but of course I place one there just so there's something to hold it. So once you have that, you can go ahead and make yourself the attunement altar. This is actually a pretty cheap item to make. Doesn't really require too much. And then once you place it right in the center, you'll start seeing some particle effects. And that lets you know that this altar is ultimately ready to go. And we can actually attune some crystals and finally get ourselves a crystal that we can use in our base or really use it anywhere, probably over here. I mean, honestly, it'd be better probably at our base. But we can use that crystal or collector crystal, I think that's what it's called. We can actually use it. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. So what we need to do is craft a few of these lenses here. We could even just take these spectral relays if we wanted to from over here temporarily and use them. That might actually be a little bit cheaper because you're not going to use this all the time. So actually I just might take these and we're going to utilize these. Well, first I need to do my crafts and then we can take them because I need to make a couple of things first. But my crystal, let's go ahead and attune a rock crystal to whatever is in the sky at the moment. We'll have to use our telescope to find that out, or our looking glass, and it should help us figure out exactly what we need. So by the way, I did do a little bit of building here. I did add this, which I think I added that last episode. I expanded a little bit on here, giving myself some space for some things. Also down here, I added a little area, which as you can see is not lit up as well as it probably should be. But we have ourselves another little area down here for some other things. And I still haven't figured out what I want to do with these walls. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I plan on doing this more and more as we go through. Like as we, continue to progress through here, I plan on like changing the outside of our area because we only have so much land to work with, other than like flying back and forth between other islands. And these islands are pretty far away. They're not something that's, oh, I just make a bridge and just walk through, because that would take, for one, lot longer than it would for me to just Volurkite over. And these, there's not anything like super, super close. Plus the distance in height is dramatically different across all the islands. So it's gonna be best for us to utilize our island first. And then when we need to expand and leave, such as we did with our Astral Sorcery, we can do that at that point. But for right now, I'm going to stick around here. So I'm just now mapping out one of those constellations. Look at that. A Versio we just got. And I don't know if there's any others in the sky. I'm only seeing this one. But because we know that one is the one that is available, well, we can actually go inside of our book here. And we can do this. Let's open it up. Or shift right click. Look for a Versio, which we can see right here. And if we hold this in our offhand, we now see where we actually need to place the spectral relays. And because this only has 6 nodes, we know that we only need 6 of them to get this started. Now, we only have so much daylight, so I need to go ahead and get some other things crafted. But let's go ahead and I'm going to take these spectral relays real quick. I only need 6, so that should just be a couple sides. And I actually need to attune 2 rock crystals as of right now. So these actually don't need lenses or anything in them. You can place this in your offhand. And I know that one's going to go not there, but right here. One's going to go here. Kind of here. You can kind of see. And by the way, if one ends up on the slot, you don't have to worry about it. There and there. Oh, we need one more. Almost forgot. Because we have just a little extra. Actually 7 instead of 6. Okay. So with this last one done, we want to be careful because I don't think I want to attune myself to this particular one. But once you get that done, you can now see there's some light effects going on. And we just need to throw a crystal inside here. I think we can toss it in. There we go. And then it's going to attune this rock crystal, thus giving us an attuned version, which is what we need for the crafting recipes. It's what we need for a linking tool, and it's what we need for a collector crystal, so that way we can actually utilize these recipes that you can see here from this lens. So that's pretty nice. And I don't know, I think the prism lens is also something that we can utilize as well. Okay, so there is one. I think we can right click. Okay, I don't want to get myself put in there. So that one's attuned. Let's go ahead and attune this one. Doesn't really cost anything to attune. And we can attune ourselves, but that depends on what this is. I don't know if this is worth attuning ourselves with. Let's see. This is a Versio, right? And it's not really one of them that I really like. Versio. Let's see. Destructive light forces through most solid materials. Ritual effect. Refraction table. So yeah, this is not, I don't think this is the one that I like. So, unfortunately. But, you know, all we gotta do is change these up. Okay, so now that we have the attuned, I'm gonna go ahead and collect our lenses here. That's gonna shut this down. But like I said, every night, different constellations should be up, or multiple constellations might be up. And you can utilize them again at that time, and you can attune yourself. So like I said, you need to be careful, and you don't want to go in there until you have the attunement that you know you specifically want. So let's go ahead and make our collector crystal. I went ahead and threw it in there. As you can see, I don't actually, this isn't the one I want. I want this one to be it, the one that has the higher purity. I don't know if that matters for the collector crystal, like if the stats on here matter. I know they do for the tools, but I don't know if it really matters for everything else. But I'm going to go with this, and then we're going to make the linking tool, which I definitely know that doesn't really matter. The linking tool is a linking tool. Do we have enough? Oh yeah, we still have enough time. Hopefully for both. At least I hope so. And there we go. We have ourselves our first collector crystal. Now, like I said, we need our linking tool. And so that will be able to set that up. I think the next thing that I might work on is the prism lens. And I just need to do more research in the book to find out, because I don't know if I've ever used the prism lens before. So I think right here is going to be a good place. Actually, down here maybe? I did build those too wide, didn't I? Why did I build them too wide? I have no idea. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and place our crystal on this platform here. And it's going to be floating, just like that. And what we can do is we can utilize a lens. Now, we ended up getting 3 lenses for whatever reason. But this linking tool should allow us to do things like, I don't know, maybe grab some sand. And I can just show you some of the recipes that you can do with this. It's actually really worth it. So, for example, I take this. I should be able to link this to the lens. And then link the lens to this block. Or did that just completely skip the lens, didn't it? Either way, the crystal should go here, but the lens should be stopped linking. There we go. Select the lens. Then I target that. There we go. That's much better. Does breaking this break everything? Okay. So yeah, I definitely wanted to break because I think my linking was kind of messed up. So yeah, let me place this again. And then I'm going to relink. Link this to that. I'm going to dislink, and then I'm going to link my lens to here. And then that should work. And I think we can have multiple lenses. So it did give us 3 lenses. So let's try using 3 lenses with this one. I don't know if there's going to be enough starlight at the moment for this. Let's select that and then that. And then the lenses to this block. So that does rotate the lenses. And there we go. Now, this will work better at night. It doesn't work so well during the day. But at night, it should convert this into clay. At least that's the goal. Don't know how long this process will take, but we could like set a hopper here and a block placer. And then that would be just some automation that's very simple to do. So might have to wait for the next night to try that out. But that should be a way to convert like sand. And honestly, it's unlimited. This thing doesn't run out. It has a limit to how much it can actually send out. But as far as like what it can do here, It's not really limited. So we should probably go ahead and get some immersive engineering stuff going on. And I was taking a look at some of the stuff we need. Now, Electrum, I've got going over here. I've had that being produced. We have some Electrum. I might as well take like all of these materials out that I had cooking up, because we're gonna probably need them over here. And let's just take a look and dab at a little bit of what we actually need. So I want to work towards getting the advanced crafting table set up. This is going to be something that we're going to need later on anyways, so I need to kind of focus on this. Now there's a couple of things that we need to do in order to get that, and one of those is making a press, because to get these blank iron slates, which are needed for this crafting table, it's going to be easier, instead of just hammering them out by hand, it's going to be easier just to have a metal press do it automatically for me. So to set this up, we're going to need a couple of pistons. We're going to need this, which I'm pretty sure I do have some steel. I just don't know if I have it plated just yet. So I think I can, let's see, can these be hammered down into steel plates? They can. I'm only going to need, what, 2 of them anyways? So I might as well just hammer a couple of them out. I know, I'm basically doing the process that I'd be doing otherwise to get this thing, but we're going to need it later on anyways. I think there's some specific things that we can only get by doing it this route. So just press up a couple more, so I can go ahead and make my redstone engineering block, and also the heavy block, which is just requiring a couple pistons, which I'm pretty sure I have just laying about. I'm also going to need another piston. That's going to be for later on when we actually build the machine, because it is a multi-block, which is kind of cool in a way. So the steel is going to require these steel rods. Now, to get those, we do have to do a little bit more manual pressing, but we only need 2 of the scaffolding, I believe. Yeah, 2 for each side. So really, we just need to make a set of this, which is going to be 3, and then we have the steel ingots, which of course we have. Let's see, I already have a plate, so this actually isn't too difficult to do. And just like that, I have the steel scaffolding. Now, I need to figure out where I want to put this thing, and I think for right now, it's going to have a nice cozy spot right over here, I think. Or actually, right here would probably be a good spot as well. So let's go ahead and place this out. I've actually built this thing so much, you would think I would have it like completely memorized. But I do like to reference this occasionally. I think it's the main block. So down here is going to be our redstone, and then on top we're going to have our other block. So let's go ahead and space this out. So redstone block here, and then we're going to have a piston. Don't worry about how it's facing just yet. We'll worry about that later. And then the heavy engineering block on the top. And then we just need to place our conveyor belts that we made. And these do matter. So basically I want my output, I think, to be over here. So when you place these down, you can kind of see there's a little arrow. And the same goes for here. And whichever direction you place this will determine the eventual direction this is going to take. So let's go ahead and take our hammer. And we're going to activate this by rotating this over till we have it facing down and then hitting it. And as you can see, right there, we now have a conveyor belt. We now have a press. We just don't have the things to press things yet. And we also need to give this power. So we can actually take another connector on the side of this, and we're going to set up a little bit of the wiring. This is actually where the fun kind of starts to happen. And we can start routing power around a little bit. So let's connect here. We will need another power because we're going to use this as a buffer, right? So that means we're going to need an LV connector going here to here. I hope this will connect from here to here. It might, yeah, we end up getting a error right here. That basically means, yep, that's not going to work. So yeah, we need to figure out what we're going to do to fix that. I think just dropping this down one will probably do the trick. We'll go ahead and place this here. And now we can run this wire here to here. And these LV relays allow us to transfer power from relay to relay and not actually send power anywhere, which, I mean, it's just transferring it across a distance. Whereas the connector is a little bit different. The connector is actually what will send power. So if we send power here, now this press starts to build up power and become usable. So this list over here defines all the different presses that we can use. This right here is a packing for 3x3 items, packing for 2x2s. Those are actually kind of useful because we can pack things like clay, for example, with a 2x2, right? This could be used to pack clay. It could be used to pack all kinds of other stuff. I'm more interested right now in the plate press and also the rod press. Both of those are going to be useful. You can see right here, they look like they're the same. but I don't think they are. But I think we get to just kind of pick, right? So we need our plates, and then we're also going to need our wire snippers. Let's hop in here. Let's also switch this out, because right now this is the wrong blueprint. We need the one for plates, which is right here. And I can go ahead and throw that in there. This is the crafting components. This is going to be the press molds. And yes, then we throw this in here with the clippers. And we can go, all right, I want this, which is the press, right? And we got one left over. Okay, so this right here is going to go in the bottom of this. And that basically defines what it is. So what I can do is just like for right now, I can just throw one on. I didn't click it, I just tossed it on there. And it's going to spit this out on the ground for right now. That's not really what we want. So I think setting up a hopper is going to be a decent thing to do for this. I think that's going to probably be the better option here. So to do a little bit of automation on this, it's not too difficult to do. I'm going to slap a hopper right here. And then on that hopper, I'm going to place a chest up top. That should work. And then I'm going to need another chest, which of course I left it off. But I'm going to add this. Just kind of make it look like it's kind of supported, even though it still looks kind of floaty. These chests, though, should look like they're supported. I am going to place the chest on a dark oak fence. Now, on the other side, you don't really need a hopper. This will actually put the item directly into the adjacent inventory. So, for example, say I want to press a piece of iron. I toss that in there. You can see that drops down. And I'm not worried about this hopper being slow or anything, as this can only go so fast anyways. And there you see it right there. We have the steel that we need. And I'm going to need to do that with this material that I have, this black iron ingot that we made a few episodes ago. It's so funny that I make all this stuff and then it only comes into use like several episodes later. But that's just how this mod pack is, right? And I don't remember where it is. Oh, it's right here. And I think I still have some more actually still that has been processing over this this period. I think there's some more in here. Let me just check real quick. Ah, yes, black iron. Okay, so we have 2 stacks of it. I think that should be enough. If not, I can always make more. It's not like it's super hard to obtain any of the materials for this. But all of these do need to be turned into plates. I don't think we need the rods. I was looking at the recipe here. So the plates are needed here. And then these are iron rods we're going to be needing. And then right here we have the black plates. Like that's really all this is used for. Even as, you know, going this route. These just use gold rods, but I mean, that's not hard to get either. None of these materials are really hard. And the luminescence is the stuff we actually need to make. I've already calculated how much I actually need. So really we need 24 luminescence in total, which means we need 12 stardust, which I already have all the materials for this. As far as the stardust goes, I'm pretty sure I have everything. I might have thrown that like in my Astral Sorcery chest or thrown it somewhere. But, oh no, I have it on me right here. We already need some gunpowder. Yeah, all we need is 12 of these. Let me actually throw one of those away so we don't overcraft. And this will make luminescence, and it's the better way to go. You don't want to just do the standard craft for this, because the standard craft right here makes 1 out of 1 stardust. And stardust isn't the easiest thing to make right now, so it's better to do this so you get 2 for 1. That way you use half as many stardust. Otherwise, you're going to need 24 stardust for the total craft right here, I do believe. So that's something that I like to kind of, I don't know, maybe that's being too over analytical. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna need 24 in total. So I think at this point I have everything. I did also go ahead and make that other press that I needed, which was the press for the rods. Other than that, I think we have just about everything we need to craft this thing up. So let's go ahead and do this. I need crafting tables. That's right. I'm literally making a crafting table and I decide that, I don't need crafting tables, right? The things I miss. So I think I need 6 of these or something like that. I always overcraft. All right, let's go ahead and make this then. We are going to need 16 of these. I think that's all we can make of these. Yes, we need the max of those. And then we're going to need these. The max of those. These, all of these things. Oh yeah, I'm also going to need another block of iron. That is something that I'm going to need, because if we're going to be crafting 2 of those. And then we also need to craft this, which I am missing one of the iron ingots, because I'm pretty sure I just crafted the entire thing. I'm pretty sure I just utilized every single one I had, which means I need to hop in here, grab some of my black quartz, and yeah, I've got to grind a couple of them up. I can't believe I did that. And mix it with some iron. Oh my goodness. So thankfully, after all of that is done, I now have the ones I need. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, so I'm gonna need 2 of those. And I'm pretty sure I accounted for all this. So we should be safe there. And then I need 2 of these. And then I can craft this one, which is the advanced crafting table. Nice. And I know I've been getting so much hate about not using an axe to break wood. I'll do it. I'll do it, all right? There we go. Look at that. And then we now have our advanced crafting table. And what can we do in here? Well, this is how we're going to make our airship. I know. We're going to be getting into an airship. That's going to be kind of cool, actually. It does require a lot of parts. The core requires the engine, and of course the engine's so much easier to craft now. Instead of this, we can use this, which we can just make all the engines. I still also want to get into Steve's carts. As you can see, it requires a little bit to get into Steve's carts as well. But all of these items are just things that we already have. We just need to utilize them to make a Steve's carts. And what am I going to do with Steve's carts later on? Well, I think I'll make an infinite tree farm. That's something that I always love doing. We can also probably set up some infinite crop farms as well. Maybe power those with our infinite like coal resources that we should be gathering. So speaking of furnaces, I might as well just go ahead and replace this furnace with this furnace. There we go. I think this is a better furnace than what we have at the moment. I don't know. That's something that might be debatable. I don't know how well that is, or if that's true. Oh yeah, well, sorry, we can't cook clusters in there. I was about to say, that should be something that's a thing, but it's not. Let's test it on some cobblestone, because I know that'll work. We can throw some cobblestone in here. I want to see if it's a little bit faster. It does seem a little bit faster. Yeah, it's definitely faster. So having that is nice. Hopefully it's a little bit more resourceful in fuel, but that's, I don't know, that's debatable as well. So if you're kind of struggling here, wondering how to get blaze rods, well, you're going to need this, the press right here for the bar, 4 blaze powder, and that 4 blaze powder should make its way into here. I might have to actually throw these on here. And because I think this hopper can't send 4 out at a time. And there we go. We have a blaze rod. There we go. That's something that we actually needed to make. And the reason we needed to make it is because over here, it's required in our engine. And there's some other things that are going to be required on our boat. Also, so yeah, we have our airship core, and then we have the engine itself. The only thing I'm going to have to make is going to be these fiery rods. The leaf gears should be pretty easy. Actually, we can make gears now with our press. All the other plates are really easy. Redstone alloy is pretty simple. But this right here, hemp cloth, is something that I think I'm going to have to do a little bit more farming for, as I don't know if I have enough string. I might have enough to make the hemp cloth, but that's a lot of hemp cloth. That's a lot of hemp fibers that we're going to need. So I might have to go farm up some more of my hemp. So I just spent a whole lot of time gathering all the items that we are going to need for this, just so you guys don't have to see all the little finite crafts that I had to do to be able to get here. But man, that took a little bit of time. So I can actually make an airship now. I should have just about everything. I think steel plates. I should have steel plates. I didn't require steel plates, did it? Did I not grab my steel plates? Because it looks like I didn't grab my steel plates. Anyway, so yeah, I just basically did the math on all the items that I needed, and we should have everything we need. I think the only odd thing I had to make was the tiny coal engine, but that was pretty simple. Everything else is just like a simple craft, and we're even going to do these on our own. This little craft right here. There we go. And we're going to need 4 of them. And then we can use that. This is just a normal craft, actually, the airship frame. Everything else is crafted in this big crafting table. And yeah, all this is just some platinum, some quartz. I mean, it's all fairly simple to make all of these. Now, this can be combined down with a lead, with some leads, and make our first airship. Yeah, I know. This is just as exciting for you as it is for me. To make a lead, can't we use more than just a leather strap? I don't actually know where my leather straps are. They've got to be in here somewhere. So wow, after all of that, there's our leads. And, oh, that's right, we need another engine. Oh, I got to do just a little bit more crafting and we'll have it. I forgot you need 2 engines to set this up. So there we go. After doing a bit more running around, we now should have everything we need in order to craft the actual airship. Oh boy. And this thing is like a Pokeball. I'm not even joking. It reminds me so much of what a Pokeball does. We hold it, I think, hold shift, and we toss it. And this right here is our airship. And yeah, it may look a little bit different than you might have thought, as it's a little bit smaller, right? But inside here, we do have some settings. But first, I need to go into my controls, and I need to set up my controls specifically for this mod. So, now that I have my controls set up, we can hop in. I did go ahead and set up my GUI so that way I can open it with my mouse button. Very simple. As you can see right here, we have some upgrade slots, and we have a fuel slot, so I might as well throw some fuel in, at least get us up and running. We have upgrade slots, customization. We can change the name of our airship to, like, I don't know, Chosen Mick Fly. That's a good one. It's going to cost a little bit of redstone. As you can see right here, I actually don't have any redstone available to do that specific thing. It does kind of have a currency, and that currency is this beautiful shimmering red goodness here. That is the redstone. Let's go ahead and open this up. Right here is our fuel. Our redstone tab, we can open that up and we can apply that. Now we can actually craft it. So change name, right? What was I doing? Chosen Mick Fly. And that's going to cost 10 of our redstone here of the total 50. Also, the customization, we can change our frame to be studded or whatever we might want, or defaulted. We can change the engine to dual engine, which I kind of actually like the dual engine. It's going to cost a bit more. I don't think we can set it up yet because of the redstone cost, but later on we can make this a bit better. And we can change the type. And I really like the big balloon one, but this balloon type that we have right now is actually one of the best for building if you're going to use this for building. So pretty much that's it. We can already start to fly. Now we're going to notice, you're going to notice that we're going to hit a cap. This is actually the max flying height right here. Now I set my descend button to be my mouse button as well. Do not hit shift, because I'll show you. If you hit shift, you're going to stand on it. At least you don't fall through it, right? You can use this as a platform, but it is going to slowly descend. And if you were to like holding forward while you did that, you're just asking for it. So spacebar, and if I'm holding forward and then I do that, of course I'm going to walk off the edge. And you don't want to do that. But yeah, we can use this to travel between islands. You can see with the small amount of coal that I put in here with no upgrades, we have about a minute of time here left before we run out of fuel. And when we run out of fuel, we'll slowly descend to the ground. Yes, slowly descend. Now there's a couple of tools that we probably want. This is the ViesCraft mod, by the way. We have the dismounter, which will get an entity out of it if something does happen to go into it. And then we have the dismount player. But one thing we can do is you can just punch this like you do any of the other Minecraft stuff, and you can pick up your spacecraft and spacecraft. Oh my gosh, pick up your ViesCraft, and you can then redeploy it wherever you feel necessary. And as you can see, that's my beautiful chosen McFly right there. How nice. So today I would do a Patreon of the day, but for some reason Patreon just isn't wanting to work today. Patreon is apparently experiencing some downtime, which is kind of unfortunate. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and still get on with the end of today's video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Of course, if you did, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video, guys, a huge thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Of course, I'll see you in the next episode. If you did enjoy, like I said, I hope to see you there. As always, thanks for watching.